Well, Rennie, here we are in the House of Pain, man.
Yeah, man. It's good. Always good to be back.
Good to be back, huh, man? This is sacred ground here, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot has changed since I've been here, man. It's been years, and we were fighting for this for an indoor facility, but things get better after you leave, like I said before. And
yeah, they keep making improvements, and we're here today, man. We were talking about helmets. You're in there with Will talking about this new Guardian caps thing that they've implemented. What do you think of this?
I love it, man. Honestly, with my career and just thinking of playing linebacker, man, all the big collisions, big hits, and then all the guys that I played with, man, that I saw not only give hits, but take hits, whether it's the blind side or whatever. I mean, I think this is something that just makes sense and something that you need as a player, especially on the days when you're not playing. Will talked about how you spend a lot more time in practice, competing, giving those big hits and things like that, more than you do in the game. So something like this really can cut down on that kind of wear and tear that comes just from all the banging and just all the competing that you do.
Yeah, no, I played a little bit too, and I was a long time ago. My career ended in '79, and I remember when the Rydell helmets first came out. I was in high school, a sophomore, and I had to buy my own helmet because only the seniors got those. I was still wearing a suspension helmet.
Wow.
So. But the thing is, the helmets haven't changed the technology that much in like 40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
And then Guardian caps came out, I don't know, what, 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting used pretty widespread now. I mean, I think it's a great idea, man, because we used to get our bell rung in practice and the games, man.
Yeah, especially training camp. You're out there competing every single day. And when you think about the amount of hits that you take if you start from 5 to 10 years old, until if you're lucky enough to make it to college, I mean, that is a lot of impact. That's a lot of hits. That's a lot of just activity on your brain and things like that. And we all know, and I talk about this all the time, how sports is just a small part of your life. You still have to have that same brain to last you for the rest of your life. And all those, you need as many brain cells as you can get. So yeah, it's having something like this, man, to cut down on even 20%, 30%, whatever the case may be, makes a huge difference when you talk about years and years and years down the line. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, I played, obviously you played in the pros and everything. I just had 2 college seasons before I got injured, but I played 13 years, from the time I was in Pop Warner, and a lot of hits, a lot of bell ringers, a lot of stingers, a lot of arm going all over the place and stuff. And we used to put that Rydell right in people's numbers. I mean, when you were a kid too, right? I mean, that's what we were taught, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So put that logo right in their numbers. But anyways, it's a safer game now, thankfully. But the guys are they're a lot faster and a lot bigger than I am. And, and still, I mean, everybody's getting faster, bigger, and stronger.
Definitely. Yeah, and it's going to have to continue to improve. And, technologies like this are going to have to continue to innovate and be implemented. Because like you said, guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster. They're not going to, get any smaller, any slower. So, I think this is just another, a piece of equipment that's going to really help. Like I said, in terms of long-term impact, man, or them not being impacted, hopefully, and living a safer and better lives, man. Because I tell athletes all the time, hey, once you take that jersey off, that's when the real game starts. And having a piece of equipment like this, man, really helps to maintain that quality of life when you get to the real game, which is in life.
Yeah, I actually got scanned a few years ago. I was having some problems with my thyroid and everything, and they're checking me, but they checked me for CTE too.
Yeah.
For that. Luckily, no symptoms and no diagnosis right now, but feel good about that. But I remember that day I handed my helmet back at Kentucky. It's real, man, because then like you said, real life starts once you hand that jersey and that helmet in for the last time.
Oh yeah, and you definitely, the worst thing is to have something that you have to deal with for the rest of your life from such a small moment in your life, Because most of us, if we're lucky, we get to play in college, and if we're even more lucky, we get the chance to play in the pros. But regardless of what, you're still going to be a father one day. You're going to have a career that lasts a lot longer than this game, man. I love it. I miss hitting people and all those good things.
But
I know now, man, even just being a father and being able to, like my daughter plays volleyball, being able to be active with her, a lot of it has to do with, just how I took care of myself and the equipment that was available to me.
Yeah. Well, you're still taking care of yourself. Look at you, man. You're making me feel bad, man. You look fantastic, man.
Yeah, I try, but yeah, this is so important, and I think the impacts of this are not going to be seen until years and years down the line.
Yeah, long term, this is such a great development.
Yeah.
You know what's cool too? It's right in our backyard, right? You played at Brookwood High School,
exactly. Yeah.
Right, Gwinnett County. these were designed and made in Peachtree Corners.
I love it. I love it.
And we've done work together in Peachtree Corners before too. So,
yeah.
I mean, right in our backyard, here it is.
Nah, that's really, really cool. And the cool part about this is I love the story of how they started. You know, I believe the founders, their kid was playing sports and they saw that need that was there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just truly believe in that as entrepreneurs. And, you know, when I look at small businesses, when it starts with solving a problem, you know, helping others, like that's an amazing story, and always a great way to go when you talk about business.
Well, that's cool. Well, man, let's go see the other folks, but let's just head on out, man. So,
all right.
I really appreciate you taking the time today, Rennie. It's
yeah.
You know, I know you got a busy schedule. You're heading down to a big charity event in Florida. Who you meeting down there?
So Danny Werfel is going to be having his I don't know how many ones he's done before, but he's having his charity golf tournament to support Desire Street Ministries.
Right.
And they basically bring together a lot of different charities, raise money for them. And they're all charities that are out in the streets, impacting lives, helping families.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, they're doing a lot of great things.
Now, how's the golf game, Rennie?
Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, golf game is horrible, but, you know, it's all about the cause. So it'll be
That's
a little
good.
bit of competition, Georgia-Florida competition. So that's the cool part about it as well, too. I get to catch up with guys I played against.
Yeah.
And play with. So that'll be the most important part about it.
Well, what do you think about Georgia this year? They're going to take it all the way?
Man, it's always that aspect of the combination of talent, leadership, and luck.
Yeah.
You know, like if you got those three things, man, you got a good recipe. And right now, we have not been that lucky in terms of injuries.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor, man, that I think is going to make the biggest difference in our season.
Yeah.
Is if we can get everybody back at the right time, we're hitting on all the right cylinders, we're going to be good. But a lot of guys are banged up, and I think like the amount of games we're playing now is making you're starting to see that kind of catch up with a lot of players, especially if you make it down the stretch. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but I think we got a good shot. We got the talent and we got the leadership.
Yeah.
So that's just
it's
gonna be the
great
main
program
piece.
they built here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And obviously you were a big part of that too. I mean, you were.
Yeah.
You know, you guys had an amazing team, and obviously you went on to the NFL. I mean, just it's an honor to have you here today, man. I really appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me as well.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yep.